Damn, amigo.
We was all the gas, just living life, trying to catch a vibe. My chick with me, she a real one, she down the ride. Just keep it cool and low, don't make me pick a side. Right or wrong, I'm gon' pick my people's side. Come and toast from all this drink. All the weed I know is stank. Freaking told me I'm not the only one. Don't care about what you think. My bitch right here, I know she riding. Waterfall, you know I'm sliding. We just vibing in the zone. Don't make my girl is off the violence. She pouring that potion, both my eyes so low, I see slow motion. Don't ask me for no money, cause my life look like promotion. City lights reflecting all my shades, I see the bigger picture. Dodging all that fake love, I can read you like a squeeze. Was off the gas.
Please, what's the word?
My chick with me, she a real one, she down the ride. Just keep it cool and low, don't.
Man, let's drop the music. We can get right into it. What up, Fiona? Where you tapping in from? What's your kennel name? What you breed? Y'all do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, share the live. That's what they say, right? I don't even think you can comment. I mean, I don't think you can subscribe. But yeah, like, comment, share the live. I just want to talk about a little wrap up for the year. What happened in 2025? What did we learn? What did we learn? B, what's the word, man? Good brother, good sisters, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Merry Christmas. Pretty soon a Happy New Year to y'all. But what did we learn, bro? What did we learn? What we learned in 2025, bro? 2025, did we learn anything? What did we see? What we wanted? What we took from this year? Anything interesting? Of course, every year, national winner. Shout out to, what's his name that won this year? The Biggie. Shout out to Biggie, Russian Bull. Definitely got to shout him out and get that out the way off the bat. But I mean, what else happened this year, man? Anything interesting that y'all can recap for the 2025 year? What we learned? Did we lose some good dogs? Did we gain some good dogs? Did we do some breedings that we need to look forward to in 2026? Overall, man, how did 2025 treat you in your American Bully breeding adventure for 2025? What I learned is everyone isn't business savvy. Let's talk about that, B. Let's talk about that. Where you learn that from? What kind of situation you got in that taught you that? And in 2024, what you just giving motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt? Because niggas been not business savvy for a long time. A long time. So yeah, what showed you that off the rip? That part, giving people more credit than they should have. Right, we all do that, right? You thank a motherfucker in a certain place until you talk to them. And then you still be like, maybe I'm tripping. They gotta understand what I'm thinking they understand. And then by the time you realize that motherfucker ain't had no idea, bro, it's way too late. So, 2025 definitely was an interesting one. 2025 was interesting from me, man. I tell you, I learned a lot. I learned that one of the most important things I learned is that clout, promotion, whatever you want to call it, popularity, all of that shit trumps having knowledge. No matter what the fuck you know. This is a who you know community. You know what I mean? I've been had that idea, but 2025 cemented that for me. It's who you know, fam. You ain't gotta know nothing about these dogs. You ain't gotta know nothing about breeding. Bro, you got a nice little following you built up. You're a great promoter. You can damn nearly say whatever the fuck you want to say. It ain't gotta make no sense. You got enough people to ride your dick, cuz that shit gonna catch a wave. You out of there. So you know what I mean? I really seen that in 2025. Just make sure you got a following and you damn nearly can say whatever you want to say. You know, it's a few in that game. I can respect everything they say to me, you know, but then it's easily deciphered. They damn nearly be thinking they tricking you. I mean, it's about that time though. Why wouldn't you be? It's about that goddamn time, Fifi. You're lucky it stayed off this long. My bad, y'all. Just respond to some text. Just respond to some text. Man, do me a favor, like. Appreciate the shares. Thirsty. Damn, a nigga can't even drink water. Hey, bro, as a man, you can't do too much of anything as a man. You might get in trouble for breathing, but that's a whole different topic. Dog wise, though. Let's stick to it. What's going on? Hey, look, I just pop on this motherfucker. Looking like I'm finna pop off, baby. Ain't nothing going on. What we talking about, y'all? What we talking about? 2025. What happened? Let's wrap it up. Or do I need to wrap this up? You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have some convo with y'all. What do you do? I know I got too many opinions. Motherfucker tell me I'm tripping, I'm crazy, I Google shit. I can easily ramble. I'd rather not. I'd rather just hell back and forth with y'all. Somebody talk to me. No? Nobody want to talk to me today? Talking about this 2025. What have we learned? What have we learned? What did we take from 2025? What was new in 2025 about these American bullies that we can take into 2026? What was good? What was the bad? You know, some shit like that. But yeah, I'm low key talking to myself though. Can't hang on to that for too much longer. What? Nobody engaging with me? Fifi? Fifi, just me and you talking? Travis, what's the word? Shout out to TBC. Pat, what's the word, bro? Everything going down there on your end. How y'all doing down there? What y'all learned in 2026, man? 2025, I'm sorry, that you can take into 2026. Hey, Pat. Hey Pat, I said the other day, Brody, I said, I'm not saying I started this shit, but I definitely don't remember it being this popular last year. So, hey, hopefully hopefully a lot of people been talking health. Let's keep it 100 though. You know what I mean? I didn't invent health talk, but shit, I do want to stand on the forefront of that and let motherfuckers know I do care about that. And if you don't fuck with people that care about health, that's okay. You do not have to fuck with me. I want to be that person that you don't want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no dog, but I got some fish. We ain't doing that. Feed it to the dogs. Feed that to the dogs. Stage left. Yeah, it's only about dogs, Fiona. I'm sorry. It's only about dogs. You see what I'm saying? It's only about dogs. Let me drop the live broadcast off, man. We don't need that, do we? Let's take this off. Yeah, we don't need the live broadcast. Oh my God. Hey, I'm so happy to see it, Pat. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. Motherfucking yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Even motherfucking Khan came out the woodwork sharing some fucking results from 2 years ago. You should have shared that shit when the conversation wasn't happening. I ain't saying sharing it is a bad thing, but yeah, it's a buzzword right now. Help. And then he came and shared it. Who? Who? What noise? Pat? Yeah, Pat. I see him talking. I like it. Some of these big breeders have really surprised me with their response. Explains why the breed won't go forward. It's about moving the pocket forward. You got to move them pockets forward. Thank you for joining us tonight, Fifi. You are welcome to come back and pop in anytime. We're talking dogs, though. Or you can just stay. You ain't got to go. Yeah, man. But most of the time, the conversations really be about how can somebody move their pocket forward. And most times, health and wealth, that's good conversation for humans. But when it comes to this dog shit, that don't be moving no needle. Don't nobody want to hear that. Because if you can make money, 50, 60, 70 lock-ins before you provide health results, you can give nobody no reason to need health results after that point. And I say this most of the time, it's not the stud owner's issue. It's the people that own the female. There's way more female owners than there are people that own studs. And, once a dog hit and he's a producer, the community tends to decide who's popular and who's worth breeding to abundantly. And as long as the people with the bitches don't care, the stud owners can't care. But if y'all start icing motherfuckers out, okay, you can't get $1 if that dog ain't health tested. They'll get in line real quick. But motherfuckers like to get the power to the stud owners. Let them talk to you all crazy and everything. Take your fucking money, your lock-ins, tell you what you're gonna get, what you're not gonna get. Dogs dying and shit, tell you, yeah, we're gonna transfer that over to some other shit. Like, no, the fuck we not. But most of the time you got a contract in place. You rock with the contract or you don't sign the contract. You got an opportunity to ask every stud owner questions before you pick their dog. You're gonna ask him what he producing like. You're gonna ask him about the health. You're gonna ask him if he got frozen semen. Ask him what happens if the dog dies. You can ask everything, but at the end of the day, once you sign that contract or you send that money over, if you didn't ask for help, you get what you get. And if they tell you, fuck you, don't ask me for no help, they probably can tell you that because 50 other people don't give a fuck about it. And they already spent their money. So one person can't move no needle. It's going to have to be a lot of motherfuckers saying, bro, I can't use your stuff. I can't use your stud. I can't use your stud. And then they start looking at it. They're like, that's minus 500. That's minus 500. That's minus 500. That's minus 500. And then it might don't cost you nothing but 500, couple $100 to test that stud. But you losing 500 at a time because you ain't test. D Nice, what's the word? Blessing all. I'm building the right bulls. I keep great dams. Dams, as in females. You keep great dams. Facts. You keep great bitches. You know what I mean? I think the power has always been in the niggas that own the bitches, the females, whoever. Breeders that own the bitches. That's always been the power. You know what I mean? That's always been where the power at. You know, a stud is good for a person. A female is good for the community, the breed, all of that. A stud will make you rich. You know what I mean? A female will make you a program, though. And you can so choose to share that with the community. Whatever breeds you get those puppies, you can share them, you can keep them. That's all up to you. Ooh, why don't you elaborate a little bit, Pat? Why don't you elaborate on that a little bit more? I don't know if I quite understand what you're putting down. But I agree. But I want to hear your point of view on that, Pat. B, what's the word? What's the word? Hey D, man, I ain't asked you, bro. Where you tapping in from? What's your kennel name? Shout yourself out, man. Let me put this invite in here if anybody want to jump in, so it don't feel like I'm talking to myself too much. I ain't got no problem with doing it anyway. Yeah, I'll put that in there though. Man, if you on here and you want to jump on, go to DCB Kennels on Facebook. Hit that link, jump in, say whatever on your mind. Man, that's crazy. What the fuck going on? Huh? Nah, I don't want to get blackballed from the community. This is my take on blackball, right, Pat? Hear me out. Do you have a stud for the community to use? Okay. And then, second, do you sell a lot of puppies? Okay. So third, you can't get blackballed when a motherfucker don't spend no money with you. And how much money you put in the community versus how much money this community put in your pocket. Blackballing you would be taking money out their own bank account. You know what I'm saying? 313 D Nice Kennels. Born, raised in Big D, the real D. I think that's Detroit, right? I don't know what the little D is or none of that. I think it's Detroit though, right? I heard it called the D, but I don't know too much. But shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. But yeah, Pat, man, them motherfuckers can't stop you, bro. They can't stop you from spending money with them. If that's getting blackballed, cuz I'm trying to get blackballed so I can save more money. Blackball me so I can keep all my paper. I don't get no fuck. What y'all on though? What y'all on? 2025, man. What did you learn? What are you taking with you from 2025 into 2026 about these dogs? What did you see? Anything interesting? How some breedings was done? Did you like some of these breedings this year? Did you not? What's going on? Like I said earlier, I say it again. 2025 showed me more than ever this year is that clout wins over everything, bro. You can't beat popularity. You ain't got to know how to breed. You ain't got to have no customer service. Motherfucker, people just need to know your name and you get X amount of support when you post. That shit trumps everything else. That's what 2025 showed me. Popularity is a must. Knowledge is optional. Just need to put a whole paragraph up this bitch. Everybody chasing hype, mainly following the big breeders. Bingo. So they have made it a revolving door. Bingo. I get you to believe in me, then buy into the program. Then it just keep going because everybody's chasing the same hype. Wish I could come on and say it in actual words and explain it better, but I'm at work. Bingo, Pat. Bingo. I feel you, Pat. I feel you. Let me break it down for you in words then, the way that I understand it. And I probably can't say it as good as you want to say it, but the way that I understand it is big breeder, regular breeders. I'm going to use so-and-so stud because I think that's going to help me sell dogs or puppies. It's not about who is who or what the dogs is. Because you say, bro, that's Ray. I bred the Ray stud. Damn, people are like, oh shit, you got a dog from Ray? That's Ray's puppies? That's Grimm's litter? Grimm? Yeah. You know, like, what about your bitch? Nigga, who cares? Nigga, I just bred the Grimm. And they think that's going to sell a puppy for them. And then you got people who, they might say, damn, Ray got a Grimm litter. I need one of those because it's Grimm. But who wrong though? Me? I should have bred for a different reason. Or the person that bought the litter, they should have been more educated. I don't know who's wrong, but that cycle gonna keep going. That cycle gonna keep going. You got some people out here, they know they got that kind of power. You can post a bitch for sale today for $2,500. Somebody that got a nice little wave, they can buy you a $2,500 dog today and sell it tomorrow for $7,500 because that's just the power that they have and their influence that they earned. However they market themselves or how their promotion game allowed them to get away with shit that most people are overlooked. You get a name, most people think that a name equals quality, but that's not necessarily true. You just know. You can't knock nobody for being popular though, because they put in some type of work to get to a level to where you know they got that type of following. You don't get that shit by accident. But if you're a nobody, no matter what stud you use, they still won't buy. It's best to breed for self. If you sell a few puppies, then cool, but be prepared to keep the whole litter or place a bunch of puppies. Bro, I say this every single fucking time I do a breeding. If I am not okay with not having to sell a puppy, if I'm not okay with keeping the entire litter, that's a breeding I cannot do. I need to be like, bro, I don't care if you buy this. I will keep every last single dog. If I don't feel that way, then I'm never doing that breeding. You ask me, bro, is your keeper for sale? Or whatever, call it keeper, whatever, right? My keeper might not be your keeper. Let's just say first pick. Is your first pick for sale? With me, it's never for sale. It's never for sale. I didn't do that breeding for that. But you got to understand too, though, that it's separate types of breeders. You got some breeders who gonna keep it 100 and be like, I'm in this shit for the money. I respect the fuck out of them people. You got to know where they fit in. That those are the kind of people that'll tell you shit. You can get everything if the price tag is right. Everything's for sale. I respect those kind of breeders, but not everybody breeds that way though. You got some people, they're willing to breed for themselves. They're willing to put in the work. They don't want to share their dogs. They look at this shit as, bro, this is something I'm building. This is not for you. It doesn't have a price. You know what I mean? It's different lanes. Bully View, what up, bro? What up? Man, jump in this bitch. Chop it up with me. You know what I mean? I jump on your shit. Come on, chop it up with me. You can come over here on my page. It ain't your page, so you can get a little shit off your chest. Nobody might not judge you. They might do though, because shit is you. They might don't like when you talk, period, though. It don't matter where you at. But yo, jump in this bitch, Bully View, let me know. I'll send you the link. If you sell your keeper, then it was never your keeper. Facts, right? So let's just say, that's why I say let's call it a first pick. Some people, everything got a price tag for some people. Not me. Not me. Not me. Not me. Not me. But respectfully though, I'm not a good salesman anyway. Even if I was trying to sell shit, you gotta know your strong points and you gotta know your weak points. Motherfucker, I suck at selling. I can't sell shit. And I definitely can't sell you a lie. Because if I don't believe in this fucking dog, bro, I can't sell that shit to you because I don't know how to tell you that I believe in this shit and I don't. Like if I fuck around and sell you something, I'm damn nearly not even wanting to sell you that dog because I believe in that dog. I believe in that dog. Well, if it's super easy for me to sell you some shit, bro, I damn nearly already counted that motherfucker out. He gonna have to surprise me. You got to come back in 2 years and make me regret selling that motherfucker. Because by the time I sold them to you, bro, I had no regrets. I had no regrets. And it's going to be hard for me to sell, bro. So I'm about to tell you, like, bro, this is why he's available. Because I don't want him. And then the fact that I don't want him, I'm already not about to price him crazy. I'm just hoping like this is something you need in your program because whatever that is, I no longer need him for that or her for that. So I'm pricing it accordingly. And the price is, I don't want it. I don't give a fuck how badass it is. Motherfuckers putting price tags on dogs because they got certain colors and shit. I ain't into all of that. I don't give a fuck if the dog is blue or black. I still love a blue dog. I learned in 2025 that's not popular. Niggas damn nearly hate blue dogs more than anything. I think a nigga is fucking with brindles now. Or, brindle never really went out, but some way, somehow, over the years, it became a thing where it was like, you damn nearly need a lilac dog or a chocolate dog. And if you didn't have one of them two, that motherfucker had to be a try. And then it got to a point where damn nearly you just had to be a lilac or a chocolate try. A motherfucker post and say, yo, who got a dog that looked like this, but in this type of coat? So, I remember. I was there. It wasn't shit wasn't that long ago. I think shit like that's still happening, to be honest with you. I think shit like that's still happening. Motherfucker say, bro, I'm looking for a chocolate stud. Don't get me wrong. You can do that. You can, you know what I mean? You can look to bring in color if your program is damn near perfect and that's the only thing that you lack in. But I'm not saying that you can't shop for color. I'm just saying it can't be a priority. You got people coming fresh in the game. Give me a chocolate dog. Give me a lilac try. Give me a Merle. You got people that hit the door like that. Big breeders claim some puppies as keepers just to get off them for top dollar. Whole time your keeper ducked off. Talk about it, Pat. Talk about it, Pat. That's a real thing. It's common knowledge. Motherfuckers will tell you, don't post your whole litter. And they'll tell you, don't post your keeper because once they see how crazy your keeper is, they're not going to want the rest of your dogs. That became common knowledge. Never post your keeper. So now when you post dogs for sale, you got motherfuckers saying, bro, let me see the one that you didn't show. So then you got motherfuckers, they get smart. They'll damn nearly reverse psychology. They'll show you the joint. Then you ask for the other one that they planned on selling you anyway. Then they're gonna hit you with an uptick. You gotta pay taxes because people are coming this bitch and saying, I want your dog. I don't want what's available. Sell me something that's not available. You got motherfuckers who will throw that money around. They'll talk like that, bro. Sell me what's not available. Color is the last thing on my checklist when picking my keeper. But I don't even care about that color shit like that. I will tell you this though. I keep it 100 with you. I can't too much fuck with a piebald though. Don't kill me, y'all. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I know I just started talking about colors and dogs and shit. This is something about a piebald where it's like, I'm just not responsible enough to have no all white dog like that, bro. Because we about to get to it, cuz we about to get dirty. We gonna be out this bitch. And I don't want that white dog, bro. Don't kill me for that. Do not kill me for it. Just there's something about it. I don't want it. I'm sorry. That's everything I just was talking about. Yeah, I guess I was full of shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess I was full of shit. If you put a white bull in front of me, though, that motherfucker got everything on the board. I'm gonna get that bitch to one of my partners. You can't live here, though, fam. You cannot live here. We about to go crazy. We about to go crazy. You got to hit the spring pose. You got to run up the hills. You got to put on this weight vest. You got to work. I just don't want a white dog for that. I feel like you got to be two on your P's and Q's. You can't have no days off with a white dog. So what if I don't want to give you a shower today? I feel like white dogs, you got to do that shit religiously. And I don't know. I could be wrong. I never had a white dog. You know what I mean? I was getting my dog showers every week, and some of my people be like, bro, you doing too much. You are doing too much. Slow the fuck down. The dog don't need to take a bath every week. Neither here nor there. But still, I can't talk too much shit about colors, and I really don't fuck with the piebald. So I take back everything I said. Do what y'all do. I'm full of shit. But yeah. So yeah, 2025, man. I feel like it was a good year for the dogs. It was a good year for me in 2025. I started my dog health journey, heart health. I can't say the dog health journey, but 2025 really like put me like on this grind for heart health. Okay, Bully View, let me send this shit to you right quick, fam. All right, you already know how this shit work. I don't gotta tell you. You've been fucking with this shit for a minute. You know how it goes. Anyways, man, what shows y'all looking forward to in 2026? What did y'all take from 2025 into 2026? Pat said he learned that this shit is a fucking pyramid scheme, which is that's crazy. He gonna get blackballed, he said, for talking like that. It's okay. It's a-okay. If you get blackballed, fam, you're doing something right. Right? You get blackballed for doing shit right, don't you? You don't get blackballed for fucking up. Because if you fucking up so much, they don't got to blackball you. It's like he gonna ruin himself. All we gotta do is just watch him. But when you get blackballed because you fucking with somebody money, and you're normally doing it with truth, that's the crazy shit about being blackballed. I don't know nobody that got blackballed for doing the right thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. You blackball a motherfucker. You try to keep them out with truth. You keep them out because it benefits you. It's some type of agenda. You gotta have an agenda to even start blackballing a motherfucker. I believe. And if I'm wrong, let me know. Hey, Bully, you got the link already, right? Send it to you. Send it to your messenger. I fuck with y'all 5 people. Whoever 5 of y'all on here rocking with me, I fuck with y'all. Well, 6 of y'all now. Y'all rock with me through the highs and through the lows. You're gonna have to because I ain't about to make the numbers go up with some drama. We can easily make the numbers go up. All you gotta do is talk about somebody. You're gonna be doing numbers like you never seen before. Angel, what's the word? Appreciate you for popping on, but y'all, y'all fuck with me the long way. Y'all been, my people. I don't know. Can I call y'all my people? I ain't trying to disrespect y'all. Like y'all not fans or nothing, but supporters is really what the terminology truly is. But the people that support me, it's kind of been the same people from like day one. You know what I mean? Don't nothing new come from this. I don't really do too many hot takes and hot topics and speak on people. I pretty much keep everything I do about the dogs. And I mean, it ain't no glory to be had in that. But I accept it. They can't blackball me anyway. I breed for myself first and haven't sold to not one breeder since I started. What the fuck they gonna say to you? You ain't even put no stud out there. So, you know what I mean? Kudos. Angel, where you tapping in from? Where you tapping in from? What's the kennel name? So basically, I don't even need the community. I'm just here, bro. I swear to God, I feel like that too. When you got your own motherfucking money, bro, niggas can't move you. You know what I mean? You feel me? What that sound like in that microphone? You know the sound. You don't need to worry about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Blackball for what? Like a lot of niggas got dogs and then had motion. A lot of people had motion, then got dogs. I lost more money fucking with dogs than I made. That's for shit show. Let's talk about that. This really not even one of them motherfucking things where you can, like, just because you do everything right with these dogs, bro, you're not guaranteed to win. You're not guaranteed to get ahead. This is not one of them life things where it's like, just stay the course, do everything you're supposed to do. It's going to pay off for you. I don't think that shit is true when it comes to this. Maybe some other dog breeds, maybe. But I don't think it's true when it comes to this, bro. This shit is about who you know, bro. Shout out Florida, Central Florida at that, man. I used to live in Orlando for about 2 years. I went to college down there. Well, I had a good ass time. In Orlando. Before I was married, before I had kids, the whole nine. Orlando, boy, I ran through that motherfucker. Me and my crew. Most breeders need these dogs. My dogs need me. It's a difference. Starting off with some K2 blood I got from Scott White. Okay, shout out to Scott White. That's my bro. He right here. He in Virginia. We in Virginia. Yeah. 1 hour from Orlando. Yeah. Where you from, like Sanford or some shit like that? Osceola? Where you out of? Kissimmee? It was fun down there. But yeah, man, just because you do everything right, bro, like you're not guaranteed to win, bro. Not with this. Just because you did it right, bro, you still could lose, bro. Then you got a motherfucker who could do it wrong and win. Like you get the cosign from the right person or some shit like that, bro. If a big breeder come in and say, bro, you next up, this is my partner, bro, you damn nearly on. Other than that, cuz you gotta work. We got motherfuckers been doing this shit for 10, 15 years, bro. Doing it right. Health testing. Doing everything the right way, bro. Got dogs 10 years old, 11 years old. They ain't guaranteed nothing from this community because they fucking took the right steps. Nigga, this shit damn nearly the streets. Like, you gotta step on somebody damn near if you want to get ahead. Think about Khan, bro. Khan got a split. You talk to some motherfuckers, be like, bro, Khan's solid. You talk to a lot of other motherfuckers, they be like, bro, he a piece of shit. He don't do this, he don't do that. He talk to people crazy, he don't care. And then you got some, just like I said, the other side of people be like, nah, bro, he never did that with me. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, what you gotta do? What you gotta do to get ahead? I mean, you can't please everybody. You just gotta stand on your own shit. You gotta be about you. Oh, you close to Daytona? Hell yeah, that's fun right there. Daytona, Ron John Surf Shop out there, right? That's Daytona, or is that Cocoa Beach? Daytona, right? This past breeding made me take everything that I know about breeding and throw it out the window. Let's talk about it, Pat. Let's talk about it. What happened? What did you expect to happen? What actually happened? And then what did that teach you? Or you know what I mean? How you gonna take that and move forward? Because it sounds like you picked up some good knowledge there. You know what I mean? If you don't mind, share it with all 5 of the people that stopped in. I love to hear it. But yeah, see, I just stick to me, bro. If something don't sit right with me, because I just speak on it. I ain't trying to make no enemies, bro. I'm just trying to keep it about the dogs. I don't want to. I don't want to be against people, humans, whatever, right? Let's just keep this shit about the dogs and see how we can move forward, make a better dog, make a better community. Because we got a scam likely as community. Our shit is built upon scam likely. And you gotta know that. But I'm just trying to keep it about the breed. Like what we can do about this, what we can do about that. And then you gotta learn who your audience is and the people who gonna affiliate themselves with you. Because if you breeding for yourself and the money is not an issue to you, then you're probably not gonna align with people who breeding for money. Y'all probably not gonna align, bro. It ain't that you saying something right or they saying something right. It ain't even about that. It's just motherfuckers got 2 different goals and 2 different perspectives. So when you looking from 2 different point of views, it's hard for y'all to see what y'all having similar so much that the shit that's in common end up going out the window. But ain't nobody necessarily wrong for why they breed. I can't tell you don't breed for money. You can't tell me to breed for money. You just gotta understand, bro. We coming at this shit from 2 different angles. So a lot of what I say not gonna resonate with you. A lot of what you say ain't gonna resonate with me. You can't. You gotta draw a line somewhere when it comes to money and morals. You damn nearly gotta say which one is gonna be which. Can you have them both? You can. You can. You can have. You can make money and you can have morals. But what stage of your life are you gonna do that on? Oh man, we got another Billy View.
Yo, what's going on? Why, yo,
Hey,
why is it like a bunch of different cameras?
oh, you looking at a vertical? You got a button that says turn off the vertical.
All right, because you know I haven't did the mobile version in a while.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think my mic is going back into your speakers.
okay, I'm a tap out and then come back in. I'm gonna log into my account and see if that helps.
All right,
Okay.
Billy View in this bitch, y'all. So yeah, so man, Pat said I gave my female antibiotics prior to breeding. Deworm, did PG test, did live breeding with. Oh man, I'm getting a live call. I'm on live. I hope he tap in. Let me tell him to tap in on the Yeah, gave my female antibiotics prior to breeding, deworm, did PG says did live breeding with AI, put the female on prenatal vitamins on one of the top dog foods in the world, no stress. Still ended up going into labor a week early, losing the litter. Like you said, you can do everything right and still lose. Bro, man, you did more than right, bro. You over delivered. You over delivered. But just like this, bro, you can take a mutt eating scraps. You can take a mutt eating scraps. You give it this much semen. Bet you fuck around and drop 14 healthy motherfucking puppies, man. Looking forward to see who you breed to Blue Hunnets next time. I got some similar blood and want to line breed. Nah, Blue Hunnets is fixed. What you seen was her last. She is a pet home dog, living her life as a pet. She had 13 puppies inside of her. And what happened is her innards end up melding into her uterine line or whatever you call it. So by the time she had the C-section, she had to be fixed or she was going to bleed out. So Blue Hunnets is done. One and done, brother. You can do everything right. And it just don't go your way, man. So we just happy what we got from Blue Hunnets, but she's done, bro. What's the word? What's the word, man? The topic is generally is, man, what did you learn in 2025? And how you taking that into 2026? Vince, what's the word, brother? Just seen it live. I appreciate you for jumping in when you just seen it. I didn't share it out, man. A couple people came in here. They shared it to some people, man. But I ain't trying to. It's just easy little day for me. So I ain't do too much. I ain't try to share it or not. I just felt like seeing my people today. I said, bro, I gotta fuck with my people today. Might be the last time I fuck with y'all this year. But I just said I
All right, I'm
my
back.
people today. Hassani back in this shit.
No, but I was.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me try something really quick. It may take me out, but I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, to go. It might be me. Let me turn my. If I turn my speaker off, I can't hear you though.
Is there an echo?
On my end. Hey, what y'all? No, I don't hear it now, Hassan. Can you hear me? Damn, did he fall out? Oh my God. I learned that this community will rob you blind. Let's bring them back in.
Shrink.
Hassani.
Can you hear me?
Yup.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
there's not like an echo or anything on my end. It just shows multiple cameras. So it
How
shows
y'all?
twice.
How your child family y'all? How's some of y'all out there? They said they learned this community will rob you fucking blind in 2025. 2026. Man, I'm breeding to this. I'm breeding the mutt. We put too much science into this stuff. Oh no, I'm breeding light mutt. Okay.
So what's going on? What's the topic?
Man, what'd you learn in 2025 from this American bully community?
Nothing new.
Nothing new, basically, right? Just solidified some things, didn't it?
Yeah, nothing really new. I just kind of see the same repeated things. Like, I kind of feel like a lot of the stuff that I see today was stuff that I seen back in 2019, 2020, 2021. I haven't really seen much growth. I will say that I haven't seen as much bad business and scams going on. But then again, maybe that's also due because I kind of like come and go now.
They said still an echo when I talk. Where your mic at, Hassan? Your mic near your speaker?
I'm on my cell phone.
I don't know, y'all. He sound clear when he talk. There's me when I talk.
Let me turn on my computer, see if I can hear. Oh shit.
It's when I talk. He said solo might be the best. Damn. That's what he's talking about. Motherfuckers feeling scam. Solo, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to partner with nobody.
Says solo. Yes. Okay. Solo. Echo One Ray talk. Oh, okay. So there's no echo when I talk, though, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
me. Like I can't explain it. It just sounds like my words come out and then they go into your mic or some shit like that.
Oh no,
Like
you sound clear on my end. Maybe it's like the.
I hear it though. I hear what they're saying. But
Okay.
fuck, I don't know how to fix it. Let me try something. Yep. Y'all still hear it? Yeah, it's still there. I don't know. Fuck it. Anyways, MTF Bullies, what's the word, man?
What's going on?
We have shrunk the gene pool so much we will never grow. You believe that? Because I mean, it's still a lot of available studs out there that's not necessarily popular for you to use. Do you want to use them though?
I think the bully community has suffers from popular stud syndrome. I think that's a big issue. I think people should be more creative and kind of try and step outside the box and not be afraid to. I also think that people should not be afraid to outcross dogs. Um, but I still try to have some hope for the bully community. Because sometimes I feel like what that comment says, sometimes I feel like that, but then again, I'm like, I think there's still some type of hope.
I don't know what. Hold on, let me try. When I talk, I'm just gonna try to mute your mic. I'm gonna see something. Now that I'm talking, I muted Hassani while I'm talking. I think the echo is gone. But Hassani, I think you be having too much hope for these motherfuckers. Why do you hold out hope for this long, bro?
For me, I think probably because of my platform. It's something that I built when I was young. Um, honestly, I think it's because it was something I built when I was young, and maybe it's I don't want to let it go. So I still just try to have a little hope. Um, and I try to educate people as best as I can to get them on board, and hopefully they can follow in it in in the right path. But yes, uh,
Oh, Hassani in trouble.
so yeah.
And let me ask you this, Hassani.
Mhm.
Oh, lately, have you been seeing the amount of conversation that's been going on about heart health?
About repeat that last
About heart health.
heart health.
It's
I have not. I have not been
been a
seeing
lot.
a lot of the heart health. But I have been seeing a lot of the health talk, and I've been seeing a lot of people rebel against it. And that kind of pissed me off because I feel like the community makes a lot of excuses for everything. It's just excuse after excuse is instead of taking accountability and say, hey, we really do need to fix this. We need to go in this direction. We need to do something about this. That there kind of irks my nerve because it's like, why do we make an excuse for every single thing instead of people coming on board and be like, this is a major problem that we need to clean up and we need to fix.
Hey, so this is my thing with it is they rebel against that shit because it obviously goes against their money. It's a bottom line issue. Like if you tell me to health test a dog that's already made me $200,000, bro, you're basically telling me to cut off my water supply.
Yeah. So I don't. I think I'm still muted, but
I muted
yeah,
you.
okay, yeah. So I don't understand that. So yeah, but I've been seeing a lot of that. A lot of the people rebelling against the health talk. It's been people are like, why everybody wants to start talking about health testing and health testing their dogs, because in every other breed you see it. You see health tests.
You can't get away from it in no other breeds, though. It's like they're not going to let you come in here and fuck up what they've been building. So they're going to hold you to a standard before you can even get your feet on the ground. They're going to kick your ass the fuck up out of this community. You get no motion. I fucking love Brim. He ain't got no fucking health test. The moment Asher set foot in the Doberman Pinscher world, that motherfucker did 50 OFAs. Everyone under the sun. So you can't tell me you're not knowledgeable about health. Just our breed is playing by a different rule right now.
And it's on, like, even with my miniature pincher papers, it shows on their papers every dog in their pedigree. It shows that they're tested. It shows their titles, and it goes about 10 generations back. Like, all these dogs are I hip. They're all tested, and most of them are champions or grand champions. I remember when I was first about to get a miniature pincher. And a lot of people say the AKC people are snobby, and I agree to some extent. Um, but there was a lady I was going to buy a miniature pincher from here in the U.S., and she told me that it was fine with getting a miniature pincher from her. However, she wanted to keep the papers, and she didn't want me to breed the dog until I tested the dog and championed the dog out. And
Respectful.
then once I did that, she said, I'll give you the papers, and you can do whatever you want with the dog." And I applaud her for that, because she's worked on this herd line of dogs for a while, and she wants to make sure that her dogs are going with someone who's good, someone who's going to do the right things for her dogs, because that can fall back on her name and her dogs. So I applaud her for that.
People don't see anything wrong with these dogs down about 2 and 3 years old. It's a problem. Speak on it, son. You got it. I talk on this topic like every fucking day.
But
Back
yeah, like you
to that.
said, people are afraid that it's going to mess up their bag. But I don't think that's true, because the reason why I say I don't think that's true, because how many people or big name breeders or whatever you want to call them has had things that, or like has had allegations against them, and people still do business with them.
This is a very forgiving community, sometimes too fucking forgiving. There's been a lot of times people should have been fucking buried, and they're not. And we forget fast.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that people just have to be brave enough to just go ahead and do it, and be upfront and honest and transparent with your people who you're doing business with, and the people that believe in your kennel program. I mean, shit happens. It happens all the time.
All right, what you got, Pat? And then people chasing names and doing breedings with high COI, not realizing it's hurting the breed more than it's helping. Like I said, knowing when to outcross is important. So basically, Pat, you got issues with just basic breeding knowledge. You just feel like people don't know how to breed effectively at this point, right? Another thing, how are you supposed to get a good dog if every breeder keeps them?
Hmm.
I'm keeping my shit. I'm telling you that off the rip. I'm keeping mine.
Yeah,
If I tell you some shit, it's because I didn't want it. Let you know that up front. Off the rip. I didn't want that bitch. It's gotta go. Now, if I let something go on a co-own, then you can feel a little safer. But I'm not letting nothing fire go without having a tie to it. You crazy? I'm trying to move my program forward, not my wallet.
for sure. Yeah. I was reading a comment about the dogs dying early. He said people don't see anything wrong with these dogs dying early. About 2 or 3 O's is a problem. What was I about to say about that?
Tread
It goes
like
back to what I was saying. People make excuses. People just chuck it up as an excuse. And another thing I see how people avoid accountability is they try to guilt trip people and make people feel like they shouldn't bring it up or speak about it. They say, "Oh, this dog family, don't ask no questions, just pray for the dog, pray for us and everything like that." And that's how they continuously hide it. But you have to use your critical thinking skills and look into that shit, because that's exactly what it is. People, that's how they avoid accountability, by telling you don't ask any questions, just pray for us and shit like that.
I'm gonna send you the link, Vince. Floor is yours, Sonny. I'm gonna send this link out. Man, they make it so hard to bring people in, don't they?
Yeah, it's kind of not that user friendly, but once you get the hang of it, it works.
Yeah, it be the people. It be the people trying to come in. They don't understand. Like I just can't push the quick button.
The good thing about StreamYard though, you can have about a good 8 damn people up here.
Hey, I give them 3 days. After that, I'm done praying and need answers. I'm telling you, because if especially if I done locked in on that motherfucker, I ain't trying to hear that pray for me and my family, bro. No, I'm not praying for nothing because I know you done already had that motherfucker outside in the goddamn kennels anyway, bro. This is not a pet. This is a fucking money dog, bro. And he's an asset, and I am a shareholder. I need answers immediately.
Yeah, and it keeps the cycle going where you just don't be transparent with people and you don't tell them. I mean, that's crazy to me, but I mean, welcome to the bully community. You see it all. Now, I
Vince, you on
wonder,
the
have you been
stage?
seeing
It's your
the?
voice
Have you been?
only.
Hello, hello.
The,
Say something, Vince.
Yo,
I hear them, but I don't see them.
He's on here,
I'm
voice only.
Oh,
yeah, I did voice only.
okay,
I'm just doing some schoolwork. I don't want everybody looking at my schoolwork.
okay, got it.
No, but what I was meaning, the regards to everybody keeps the main pups, and I understand you should keep it to a certain extent, but then the problem with the community is that when you keep the good pups, it leaves all this trash, and they try to sell them instead of pay home in them. That's the problem.
Mm,
And it leaves a lot of trash for people to try to build off of, and you create more trash and more trash and more trash. You can't do that. You have to give them something.
mm-hmm.
I ain't got shit to give nobody.
But you get what I'm saying? Does that make any sense though? Because
Yes,
every breed has a consistency of what their pedigree or what their dog is. We have none. Our main existence of the bullies is all over the place. It's scattered. A pocket can drop an XL. Shouldn't happen.
Time. I see
Shouldn't
about that.
happen.
Yeah, people would do a breeding, and the breeding will come out. The litter will come out scattered, right? But instead of them uh calling their dogs, say you get one puppy that's that turns out to be a little bit more on the terrier side, they'll probably sell that dog as a standard. You might have one that's a little bit on the micro side. They're going to say, oh, this dog is a micro. When you see in other breeds, if that dog doesn't fit that standard, that dog becomes a pet home dog.
Correct, and that's what it should be.
Another example, there was this lady, a older lady, AKC breeder. I looked into getting a miniature pinscher from her, and she told me, she said, well, I'm willing to let you get this dog, but this dog is going to be on a smaller side, so I can only sell it to you as a pet home. She said, like, miniature pinscher standard is about 11, 12 inches tops. And she was just like, this dog is going to be a little bit under 11 inches, but so I'm willing to let you get the dog, but it's going to be a pet home only.
See,
Joe Wells, what's the word, man? Appreciate you
but
popping in.
but that's why I feel like the community is so messed up, though. It's like a lot of ass backwards stuff, bro.
You sound like you've been burned and you're sick of it, and that's really what's going on right now. So get
No,
that shit off your
I'm
chest.
not really sick.
You're not sick of being burned? Okay.
No,
Tolerate.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick of my own situations that happen to me. I'm sick of the community in a whole, like the breed in whole.
So Vince, you been in this breed in and out, right?
For a long
Since about
time.
like 2010-ish, if I'm correct.
Around when it started, yeah.
So this shit, has anything changed?
Yeah, I will tell you the things that are good and positive about the breed. The dogs became more having more mass, more built. The dog meets the standard a little more, I would say. But health wise, the dogs were healthier back then. I think
Talking
they
about
lived longer, and that's just depending on would you choose having more mass and muscle to the standard, or have them live longer with less mass?
I can agree with that. And I think the reason why we see a lot of the health issues is because the bulldog came in.
Yeah,
We have to think that the American Bully is still a breed that's progressing, right? Back then, those dogs didn't have heavy bulldog blood. But when you have a new breed like this and you bring in other breeds and there's not much data about it, you have to look at those other breeds that is mixed in with these dogs and see what kind of health issues and genetic issues that those dogs carry. And once we added that bulldog in, I think that people
messing it up.
overlooked that. They overlooked what the bulldog was adding, and they only looked at the good qualities like the mass and the
Yeah,
girthiness that the dogs added.
it's cherry picking, dude. Yeah, but it's just like this situations. Like I feel like we should guide the new people that come in instead of burn them. Not saying I don't believe Ray or you. I'm just meeting you. I don't really know you, but I don't think y'all have the character to do that. But a lot of other pet breeders have that character, even if they're reputable breeders. You don't think if they could get 5,000 for a pet home, they're not going to do it? They're going to do it. You know what I mean? And that's the sad truth about the community.
Hmm.
When they know deep down in their heart, they're like, yo, I can't sell this puppy. I gotta give a pet home. I gotta take less price. The breeding was ass. That's just your loss. That comes with the territory.
All right, so look, let me. What's the word, man? Man, appreciate you jumping in, man. Shout out to Oklahoma, man. That's my second home state. Let's start over. Let's go back to classics and stop changing them. Fuck no, you tripping, right, man?
I disagree with the classic. I will say if I had the control, it would be maybe standard and pocket.
I like standard and pocket, yeah.
I mean, standard would just be like, how you got a standard poodle, then you got the toy poodle, standard schnauzer, the little schnauzer. Uh,
Standard is my really favorite, but I do a pocket in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think he fucking with me though, because you know how much I be talking about. Like standards got everything that you can get from a classic plus more.
Yeah.
I think he just talking shit to me. But yeah, as soon as I read, I had to take that shit down so fucking quick, bro. Stop playing, bro. Man, this breed, no disrespect to the classics, man. They did what they did. They can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that era's over.
I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes, bro. I just no, bro. We can't start over and do that.
No, because you still have to add the same stuff to create the breed.
We just gonna repeat the loop. I mean, I guess the only thing that I would say if you had to start over to do better is bring in better bulldogs. Like bring in tested bulldogs. Don't be so like
Right.
unstable about it. I guess you had to hide what you was doing then, but like bring in a better quality of bulldogs, like from the feet to the movement to the health. But we know bulldogs generally isn't a healthy breed. Even the best bulldog, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
has a lot of issues. But
yeah. Or again, people should learn how to outcross. But I think people are scared of losing the good qualities
yeah,
if they do an outcross.
hmm you're afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're afraid. Everything you've been working on for years, just losing in one outcross.
But that's where knowledge comes in knowing how to breed dogs, and so I think it's a lot. I don't know, but yeah, some like he said, there's been some minor changes, but I still see the same patterns.
Yeah.
I still see the same patterns, and that's why I come and go because I'll be like, yo, some of this shit pissing me off. And then you start speaking the truth, and people they bandwagon against you.
Yeah.
No, your shit not tweaking. So on camera we got Hassani, the bully view. You gotta know him. And then off camera, somebody in here just with their voice is
Yeah.
Vince. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you're hearing. You're not tweaking.
I'm about to say Ray like my right hand man, man. Love him from brother from another mother.
Virginia.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So 2026, hey Vince, man, what you got planned? 2026, what you got planned? What you learned from 2025?
Something with you. Around February, there's something with you. So we're gonna work out something. I'm gonna throw this cash in your pocket. Say, here you go. Make something twerk. And I will have the cash around February or March. So just be prepared.
I don't have nothing for sale, man.
Hey, you ain't got nothing for sale. You ain't hear what I said. I said we're gonna work. There's a difference between asking for a puppy. I said a puppy. I said we're gonna make something work.
Damn, am I getting strong armed into
Nah, you're not. I would never do that to you, brother.
Hey man, the topic right now is, man, what did you learn from 2025? How can you take that into your 2026? We have some people on here that say he learned that. Pat said he learned that this shit is a pyramid scheme. He said he also learned some things about breeding that's going to help him change in 2026. Me personally, I said I learned more that outweighs knowledge. Your fan base and your audience can take you way further than what you know. That's
That's
tough.
the truth. Yeah. I mean, we've
Yeah.
seen it. Like I said, that's one of the patterns I've seen. The hype seems to outweigh everything.
Cemented it for me this year. I said some shit on the post today. Nigga responded to me and said, "How about you Google something else?" I said, "God damn, we can't even be knowledgeable."
Damn.
I don't get why people downplay Google. It's the biggest search engine in the world.
It's there was a
Google
stupid
isn't
Or
one
Chat
source.
GBT's beast.
Google isn't one source. It's Google. You get on Google and it's going to bring up
it's a
multiple
collective.
sources. You have to be smart enough to know which sources are credible.
Exactly.
And
So
I'm not sure about y'all, but you kind of learn this stuff in school, how to
how to
figure out
research?
research and figure out what sources are credible.
You talking crazy because now you asking motherfuckers if they ever heard of an MPA or APA or MLA format and shit. You can't be talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, I think the community, something has to be done.
There you have it.
what cardiac results did he post?
Rocco's said he got him 2 years ago when Rocco was 8 years old. That's 8 years too fucking late, in my opinion. And
What
then
was the results?
they say he passed. He's clear on cardiac, no signs of heart disease. It was great results. But I mean, it just came a little too late, maybe about 8 years too late. But
Yeah, I mean, because the dog is practically retired, right?
the dog is 10 years old, and then he posted results yesterday that was from when the dog was 8. But my thing is,
Yeah.
one of my friends argued with me. He said that was going above and beyond. I said it's not going above and beyond because the moment he said he didn't have to make that public. I said, well, he also didn't have to sell semen publicly, but he chose to sell semen publicly. So you should make the dog's health public at the same time that you put your dog available for that. So I mean,
And I feel like Khan is one of those people that can do that. I feel like if Khan, even if he had a dog with fucked up results, I don't think that's going to stop any business for him.
it's not.
Same with Bashar. I think people like them can actually help move the breed forward if they start doing stuff like that. I
From the
think
top
people,
down type shit.
they have a large following. They have, a large clientele. Maybe people will see that they're doing it and they'll want to start doing the same thing.
Dang, I got this. Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, motherfuckers, just be lucky you got some shit from a retired dog that he didn't have to do because all the monies he's gonna make off of Rocco, he's already made. I mean, he has nothing to gain by showing that other than a talking point and staying relevant. And my thing, how I feel about most of the people that are considered as top breeders, to me, most of the time they're just stud owners. But some of these people actually do breed and can breed. But the thing why they're on the top is I think they understand social media. I think they understand marketing. I think they understand controversy. and more importantly, they understand timing. And I just think Khan seen an opportunity yesterday to become relevant. Not like he would ever lose it, but in case you motherfuckers forgot, boom, drop this on your head.
Yeah.
And then
That's quite interesting though.
right after he dropped that, I seen another post that came up that said, here's a stud I was thinking about opening. You gotta fucking understand what's happening here, brother. You gotta understand what's happening. Either you play the game or you be played. Whichever way it goes, you're in the game. You just gotta realize you're in
You're
the
in the
game.
Hunger Games.
You're in the game. Just learn your position. Oh shit, Vince. I'm sorry. I didn't know you went backstage, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, man. No, the only thing I was saying is I think a lot of things have to deal with the price too. Because if the price of the dogs and the value was lower, a lot of people could afford to lose on, litters and dogs to make it better. But it's so expensive that people don't want to lose or can't afford to lose. Like, say if they had a good litter, but they all were messed up, like you said, with heart murmurs, all that stuff. How many of them could afford to lose that?
Depending on the cost of the female, depending on the cost of the breed, you may,
Yeah, correct.
you may not eat that L.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of, you know what I mean? It's a lot of circumstances and all. But
So it goes back to what I said earlier. Understand that people breed for different reasons. You have the people that they're gonna be honest and they're gonna tell you, bro, I do this shit for money. Then you have the people who are gonna say, no, I do it for this. So you gotta expect a different level of morals
yeah,
from those
well,
two different approaches.
people that do it for money, get them the hell out of there.
And I don't think it's necessarily anything wrong with doing anything for money because it takes money to be able to you know, do
Mhm.
things. It takes money to be able to breed. You gotta feed dogs. You have to, it's going to take money to even get your dog tested.
The
Um,
issue comes when the money meets your morals at a crossroad and you can't make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I agree.
and yeah, people putting that money for that bag first.
Every time though, every time. But the problem didn't go away. You just passed it on to somebody. That really be the bother part about it. It's like you didn't make it go away. You just made it leave from your responsibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's to me, that's the biggest thing about the health thing that I have a problem with. Is like you're not health testing me, but you're passing this shit around. That's the problem. It's I don't want to get into
and
it, bro.
then
Y'all,
make then get mad at people when they bring this shit up.
who the fuck
That's
are
what
you?
gets me.
How
Yeah.
dare you? How dare you ask me if my dog is health tested? They be on that type of time.
Yeah, it's crazy. The breed is one of the most, in my opinion, the most beautiful breeds out there. And it
I
has
agree.
so much potential,
And
and
a
the
beautiful
community is
temperament.
big. It's so much money in it. It's so much support. It's a lot of people breeding the dogs. You would think shit would be different, but um, I think a lot of people are also in it for themselves. And
Yeah,
another issue I see is everyone wants something different from the next person.
Yeah. Like, like even with this big community, I promise you on the bottom of my heart, only one person I trust is the dude that's running this live right now.
I
And that's
appreciate
out of
that.
everybody. That's crazy though.
I respect that. I ain't gonna do you no wrong. I promise you that.
Yeah, but
I believe it.
it's just because how messed up it is, bro.
Great question, and I love it, and I would love to speak on it too. All right, so this is for me, bro. The solution is this: you, as the person who owned the female, you have the power. At some point, we gotta ice stud owners the fuck out because as long as they make money, there's no reason to change. So don't worry about trying to change the most popular people. They're the few. So the many has to change and ice the few out. And when the many decides to start breeding to each other, And then those people are wondering why they're not getting any breedings done. Is because your dog's not health tested. So eventually, if you take the money from them, if they want to stay a part of the community, then they will do what it takes to be a part of making money. Just like any other breed. You can't go to a Doberman community. You name your favorite established breed. You can't go over there and do this shit, bro. They'll get you out of that community quick because we need people that care about preservation of the breed, not preservation of the wallet. The moment people start to preserve the breed, shit changes. But you can't fucking fight motherfuckers because they give a fuck about health. And there's too many people, bro. You gotta start. This shit gonna have to go up, bottom up. Shit rolls downhill, but this time we gotta push it uphill because Bashar not gonna do it. Khan not gonna do it. I don't know who else y'all want to put up there, but when it comes to influence and who's been around the longest, those are the two people. They can tell you right now that they can lie to you and y'all eat that shit up. They could lie to you and you'll be okay with it. I've seen it. You'd be like, no, it has to be true. He has 3 million followers. I'm sorry, Vince. I muted you, man.
You're good.
You're clear and free.
No, you're good. You're right. It's
that's
everything you said. Yeah,
you got to create
agree.
a community inside of the already existing community. I have to talk to Hassani. Hassani, you care about health? Hassani cares about health. So any question I ask Hassani about health, I know it's not offensive to him. Vince, you care about health? I know it's not offending him. Well, now, Vince, we need to get you some bull. So, hey, we're going to breed to these Bashars and these Khans and these phenotype dogs, but we got to take the responsibility to clear them dogs and then take those dogs out of the unclear market and say, hey, man, you like Hassani's favorite dog? I got 2 times Hassani's dog with a clear hot, though.
Mm-hmm.
Now Hassani damn nearly just fucked himself over at this point because he don't even have. He's been collecting so much money, he didn't advance himself enough to stay in front of what's coming. Now you got to be aware and see what's on the horizon. This shit is on the horizon. You gonna get in front of it or you gonna be behind it. Don't let nobody outproduce you with your blood. They smart enough to say, bro, you can't inbreed my shit. Only that is for me. But why haven't they said, bro, you can't health test my shit before me? What's the difference? You can't have a clean version of my dog before I do.
Papa, you stop tapping my chair.
Yeah.
It's my 1-2, man. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna find me some people that got phenotype, breed type, genotype, and hunt type. And I'm gonna find them and we gonna link.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I didn't even get a chance to this normally I cover nationals. This was one of the years that I actually didn't cover nationals. But I did see some people complaining about some of the dogs looking too much alike, which was shocking to me.
Ain't no fucking problem. That's what we're trying to get to.
That's what we're trying to get to, yeah.
That was crazy to me because I was just like, what?
Thank you.
Those people.
But that goes back to me saying how people, a lot of these breeders, they all want something different. The difference that comes in is you create the difference by creating your own bloodline.
Yeah.
Those people don't need to breed, bro.
And it needs to be consistent. Consistent. And we don't have a lot of bloodlines in our community. People hate to hear that too. I think Bashar can be considered for a bloodline off the rip. There's some other people. I don't even. Y'all gonna kill me for this, but I don't even consider Foking as a bloodline. Yeah.
Why is that? Do you think that because most of the dogs go back to Dex?
No, because it's not enough continuous generations of Foking on the top and the bottom
I agree.
to give you a consistent look of a dog. Because you can look at a Colossal who doesn't look like a Grim, who doesn't look like a Apollo or a Juggernaut. No, Juggernaut resembles Grim, but you still don't have that consistent look. Now, I think Bashar has done a better job at making a bloodline. Now, whether you prefer a muscle tone dog over a Foking dog, that's not the conversation. The conversation to me is, if I breed to you, I want a consistent look. I can go to muscle tone and I can say, bro, I'm going to get some chest spread. I'm going to get some good fronts. you're gonna get spoiled, right? And you might fuck around and get some eye separation, but that's a thing. That's a thing that you can get, right? He created that consistency.
Mhm.
But and before people be like, "Oh, he said the could do have a," bro, I didn't say he producing like shit. I didn't say he don't have a good program. I just said me personally, I don't consider it as a bloodline. I haven't seen enough on the top and the bottom. You can
And now
look.
that you explain it like that, I can agree. I see that. I do see some consistent traits with like Rocco.
Yeah,
Like Rocco, he throws his fronts.
But I mean, you got to look at that though. He took the dog, Rocco, the mom, and bred that to a dog that wasn't even his dog. So you could say that Rocco was the beginning of him creating a bloodline, but we haven't gotten 3, 4, definitely not 5 generations of Foking top bottom, bred to Foking, produced Foking, bred to another Foking. Like when I think
I
of
wonder if
pedigree,
that's because sometimes like these stud owners, they kind of just they take their bag. They open the dog up for stud, and whoever got a female and got the cash out ready, then they're accepting that. So I wonder if that kind of not help a breeder's program when they do that.
It's not I don't think it's a problem with it because he's still producing. He's still producing quality.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's a bloodline. He might say it is. I mean, probably sound like a knock to him, me saying that. But I stand on it. Bashar definitely got one. Definitely. And I think if you're not familiar with Structure Line, I think Structure Line has one. I don't even know who's the guy that owns Structure Line. Do you know Vince?
I don't.
They have they created a dog named Frank Mitty and Picasso. I think he's getting there closer. Structure Line, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, bro. I can't remember.
Someone said, I wonder if that's why people are starting to breed back to muscle tone.
I didn't know they stopped.
Back to muscle tone.
I didn't know they stopped, man. I don't think Bashar can be moved out of this breed. I don't think Khan can be moved from this breed. And as long as they're around, people will use their dog. So I didn't know it stopped. So the gene pool being so saturated, do you think it's a possibility to create healthy bulls using a few bloodlines around? Absolutely. Hands down. Hands down. And that's the thing. I don't want people to just be like, oh, it's a bloodline thing. You can't have golden child and do this. Well, I tell you what, I just bred a golden child daughter to Mountain, who is golden child grandson. And that's 2 times golden child. And we damn nearly cleared that whole litter. We had one dog that came with a heart murmur. But just because it's 2 of this and 3 of that, that don't guarantee that it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
You just gotta go through it, man.
Shit's sad though, man.
The breed is sad.
The people that breed are sad.
Oh, the people. Well, I mean, can't do nothing about the people though. You gotta kind of avoid the people who don't gel with you. You gotta have your own thing going on. If y'all don't mess, don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
My thing is just like, it's just too much beef, bro. It's like you can't tell anybody something truthfully that goes against what they believe, and they don't have facts for their beliefs. Like, hey, I can come out and say, bro, I got the best dog in the world. And I can come out and be like, bro, you don't. And I can tell you like legit why you don't. And now I'm your enemy. Why I gotta be like that?
Stop shaking my chest.
My boy, what's the word? So people think we hating too goddamn much. Oh, Hassani's still here. What's up, my guy? Somebody give you a shout out.
Oh, what's up?
Rob McCormick. Yeah. It just got to the point, like you were saying on one of your lives, Sonny, like you can't even give nobody constructive criticism no more. They'll hate you for it.
Yeah, it's a lot of narcissism in this dog community.
It's like, bro, I don't want to make no enemies over no fucking dogs for me saying like, hey, bro, your dog don't have no fucking real angulation. Now I'm a fucking hater and a bitch ass nigga. Like, god damn, bro, how I become all of that?
Or another one you hear is, oh, such and such don't have dogs, or they never bred dogs, or they never did this, or they never did that. I'll be 30 years old February 3rd.
Damn, you young, son. I mean, you got it all in front of you.
I've never went a year in my life without having a dog. And I've been breeding dogs since I was. It started with my dad, honestly. I got into these dogs because of my dad. My dad bought me these dogs back in 2004 when the bullies was starting to get, at least popular from where I'm from.
When?
2003, 2004.
God damn.
I probably was like third grade or some shit like that.
Jeez, I was in high school.
They got dogs from Cali. I think I was the only one in Flint, Michigan. With back then, they called them blue dogs. With blue dogs. Like all the kids and people in my neighborhood used to always come. Our dogs be in the yard. They come look at our dogs and shit like that. And what happened is, they got another female, and she ended up catching parvo from the dog next door. She was gonna be, the one they bred or whatever. And I think medicine back then was different. And my dad, from what he tells me, that he think the medicine was too strong for the dog, and the medicine actually killed her. He said she was getting, a little bit better, but he went out there one day and she was stiff. And then one of the males, he ended up getting out the yard and someone stole him. And my uncle ended up he had the brother, and he moved down to Atlanta, Georgia, and from Michigan to Atlanta, Georgia. And that dog couldn't handle the heat, and he ended up having a heat stroke.
So people try to come at you, Brody, and basically be like, my son ain't got no fucking dogs. You don't know what he's talking about type shit.
Yeah. I have pictures of Merle dogs that me and my best friend was breeding back in 2009, 2010. Like, I have receipts on top of receipts that even dogs I've never shown. I've had bullies that I've bred that when I first started, before I took bully serious and decided that, okay, I'm gonna create a kennel and I'm gonna get into this, I still have pictures of everything, so I can always back myself up when it comes to things. Like, I just don't be talking out the side of my
neck. Who cares though? Because if the information is true, then.
But like you said, it's usually people who they feel guilty about something and they try to combat you with some bullshit and try to make it seem like, oh, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're talking about.
And I bet it comes back to their wallet at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's all about stopping a sale, or they believe that you trying to take food out of my kid's mouth. Shut that shit up.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Anyways, y'all's late over here on the East Coast, man. I'm gonna tap out. Hassani, bro, I appreciate you for jumping on. Same with you, Vince, my boy.
Yeah, for sure, man. Anytime.
I just want to say one thing before you get off. I'll hit you up on later and we'll talk. We'll politic.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Ray. You have a good night, man.
All right, Sonny. Appreciate you, bro.
No problem.
Hey, all my people, I appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight, man. Ain't too much more to say. We gotta leave you with this one, though.
Big dog season, yeah. He know and she know. It's Gino and Fino. He know and she know. It's Gino and Fino. It's that pet talk. It's that pet talk. Yeah.